Hello everyone, my name is Marc Tolliver and I am a life coach, business coach, and leadership coach associated with Life Creations Education. And today we are talking about leading through your intention. And what do I mean about leading through your intention? Well, you're coming up with this intention or you've been working on this intention. If you've been following me since January, maybe you've been working on it that long, or maybe you've been working on several intentions. And if you're viewing this for the first time, this is perfect because I put a nugget in each video, and the title probably got you to open up this video. So thank you. What we're talking about is what we're doing with our intention and how we build that up. We usually build it up through our values. We build it up through an idea. Then we find relationship with that idea. We relate to it. We want to put it out there, whatever that is for you, be it personal or be it for work or to get team members involved. Whatever it is, you're getting it out there, and it's your goal to get it out there. So at Life Creations Education, we developed a leadership track to be able to do this, to be aware of where we're going so we don't lose sight of that goal, so we don't lose sight of that vision, because we're actually talking about vision here. We're talking about being a visionary, seeing where you're going to go with that intention that you're placing forth. So at Life Creations Education, in our workbooks, we actually have a chart that's called levels of leadership, kind of like a pyramid form. And I'm going to show it to you right now. And what it is, and let me see if I can bring this into the screen, it is levels of leadership. The very beginning down here at the bottom is highly capable individual. Then we have contributing team member. Then we have competent manager. Then we have effective leader. Then we have high performance leader. So what am I talking about when we're talking about all these levels? Well, highly capable individual, that's you gathering all the information for your intention, what you need to do. It's busy, 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 busy. It can be a little frantic. You've got a great idea and there's no way anybody's going to stop you, so you're going for it. Then once you've got all the information, there's contributing team member, which is actually you, which is contributing to everything that you've gathered now. And you're actually putting a structure to it. And once you put a structure to it, when you put a system to it, that's when you become the competent manager, where now you're competent in managing your intention. All the stuff you've gathered up. And then after that, next level contributing team member, you're contributing your values, your ideas, your vision of how you're going to create this now that you have all the materials together to create it. That turns you into a competent manager because now you're managing what you're seeing and how you can do it. Then the effective leader is you're taking charge with that. You're owning it. You're really placing it out there in a neat package to be able to deliver it to other people, to take charge of that idea, of that goal. And then high performance leader, it's kind of like the CEO. You're the CEO of your intention, like the CEO of your business. You are the boss. You're the visionary. The visionary is the one that created the intention to begin with, that had the idea, the aha moment. How am I going to make this happen? But the problem is sometimes we get so busy in our creating and our putting everything together, sometimes we go back to highly capable individual. Okay, so what it's kind of like if you imagine a coffee shop and you imagine we're going to make this so, let's say we're applying this in our business, but this could be personally you too. Now, we've all stood in lines at a coffee shop before or a fast food place, and it's busy and it's kind of frenetic. It's going. And the person behind the counter takes your order. So let's say we're at a coffee shop person behind your counter is taking an order, and you order, let's say, a cappuccino, which is a frothy coffee. So what does that take? Well, the cashier, if there's a team of people behind there, like let's say a Starbucks, then the cashier will ask you what your order is, of course. We'll gather the information and we'll write a formula on the cup, or we'll yell it to the barista, the coffee person behind the machine, to make your drink. And let's say you say a cappuccino. She writes the formula on the cup, as well as telling the barista what the drink is, places the cup right underneath where the barista is going to make the coffee. And then she goes on to the next client, or he goes on to the next client, to the next customer, and asks the same thing. What is your order? Then the barista person is busy behind the machine, cranking out the orders, and making the coffee to perfection as the cups are stacking up from the cashier. Then the manager sees that the cups are starting to stack up and he's starting to run behind. Well, the manager doesn't want the coffee to sacrifice or the client to be disappointed. So the manager goes in there and helps out the barista, helps out the coffee person. And now they're both doing it. That's a team player going in there, helping out the team, or also making sure that if there's a backup in line, maybe the manager can open up another register and start the flow going again, and helping the cashier. So it's helping the team manager, once again, to get this going, to get their idea going, to get the coffee going, so there's not a big line. And then after that, you may also see people in the back stacking up more cups. You might see another team leader go, wow, okay, it's really busy. I'm going to go in and I'm going to team play. I'm going to bring in more cups from the back, from what I'm stacking. So they come in, stack in more cups. And then there's a participation that way. Then you go up the level again. So I'm going to bring this chart up again so you can follow what I'm saying. So it's frenetically busy, like we've seen in coffee shops all the time. You have the highly capable individuals, which would be the cashier and the barista that's making the coffees. And then you've got the contributing team member, which can be the person putting the cups up in the back, can be the manager. And they're stacking up more cups. They're helping out. They're even helping out the barista person or helping out the cashier. That's the competent manager, making sure that the flow is going and there's not a long line and there's not anybody waiting or giving up or leaving the coffee shop because the line's too long and they don't want to deal with it. Then you have the effective leader, the leader overseeing everything. And you've got the high performance leader, which is the person back there that can still be the visionary and still can see everything and go, wow, it got really busy in the coffee shop. That means I have to have more people to help the highly capable individual, and I have to gather more people to be able to do that. And the contributing team members, I can count on them for added support when we do have a rush in the coffee shop and it gets busy. And then we have a manager in the coffee shop that's overseeing everything. But what happens when it's all you and you're just one person? Well, imagine just one person taking care of a full rush like that, where they're just doing the cashiering, then they have to go and make the coffee, then they have to go and make sure that the other customers are satisfied in the line as well. Well, we've probably seen that too, and it takes a long time to finally get your coffee. And most people are okay, they're patient, but some people aren't. They're like, I want my coffee and I want it now. So a lot of people can lose their vision in the highly capable individual. A lot of people can lose the vision at the bottom. So we need our vision, we need our values, and we need a time reference in which we can do this, a system, to make this work and flow, be it from one person to a whole team of people like you see at Starbucks. So then that way, you can have a contributing team member. If this was just you and you're phonetically busy, then you would go, wow, okay, I need to create a system to make this work and flow better for the next time this happens. And you have to manage the systems if this is only you and this is only your intention and things are happening. We don't want to get lost down at the bottom out of the phonetic business of it all. We want to actually be able to follow these levels all the way up to effective leader, where you can actually lead with your intention and have everything go well to be the high performance leader. So you can still have your vision, so you can still follow, so you can still know that that's how you do this. And that's how I'm going to go with my intention once it's out there. And everything else is in place. And I'm able to do this. I'm able to bring in more people to create a Starbucks, to create a little coffee shop with one person into a whole franchise that's now all over the world. And I bet there's more than just one person behind that counter. Okay, so with this analogy and with the idea, we need the systems, we need our values, we need to put this all together and manage it in the right way so we can see our vision. Vision is most important because you are actually the CEO of your intention. Just like the CEO of Starbucks. His intention to create such an incredible company that everybody recognizes all around the world and actually can see their systems in place and actually can see also, if it is phonetic for some reason, the breakdown of that system, because it is a franchise. But yet they still make the same cappuccino, they still make the same, it comes out of the same cup. It's not like they're running next door for other cups. The cups are supplied. That's a competent individual to make sure that that's there. It's a competent manager to make sure those orders are there. And the leadership, the training for that manager, the training for yourself within your intention to make sure that everything's in perfect place. So you can go back to, and I'm going to look at my sheet real quick, the high performance leader. The high performance leader is the one that is the visionary. The high performance leader oversees all this that's going on. So this is almost like a relevancy stack within your intention. Collect everything together, contribute the values, what you want to see within your intention, the systems within your intention, and then the competent manager to be able to focus in and manage the intention, your values, to get it out there, the effective leader to get it out there, to the point that you can go back to your vision of how it's all going and what's the next step with your intention, the high performance leader, the CEO of your intention. So be the CEO of your intention. How can you make that happen? Out of the busyness of collecting it together and not to lose sight of what your vision is going to be all about, what your intention is going to be all about. So I'm a coach, so I love to assign homework. And my homework is to allow you to really focus in on your intention if you're creating a new one, or if you are following, and you may even feel like you've kind of lost vision with it and you need another charge. Well, this is it. You go back to the collection part of it. You don't get lost in it. You create your values, you create your base, you create your vision, you create a system for it. Then you manage that system and you go on from there. Then you become a capable leader. You lead your systems. You lead your intention. You get it out there until you're the high performance leader, the CEO, where everything is in line. So for this week, think about that. Think about what you've created without getting lost in the creation of it, and manage it. See where it's going. See how far you can go up that pyramid. And I have these words written below too, so you can create your own pyramid and with leadership, and see where you fall in that, and see what happens if things do get chaotic, where you fall in that as well. Are you being the capable team member? Are you being the manager? Are you being a leader within your intention? Are you being the high performance leader where you're on top of all that and you're like, I've got this and it's going on? So share with me. Share with me with the comment box below. And I'm on many different sites. So wherever site that you're viewing this right now, write a comment. I'll see it. As well as you can personally email me and I'll email back. And everybody's been wonderful with that because that's how I create the next video, because these are done fresh once a week. Put them out on Thursdays. And what I get from all of you is what the next video will be all about. Okay, so share with me, and until next Thursday, aloha, and be the CEO of your intention.